So we've got you completely connected now. You've got your own bus line. Scottsdale, you've got your own bus line. It's Corpus Christi, also with the things doing. Did I put a signal here? You didn't. Alright, so let's put a signal down here. You know, just be thorough. No, you gotta be thorough. You don't really need to be stopped at any time, do you? I guess if this guy's coming out or somebody's going in there, should never happen. This is a terminal endpoint, and we're not going anywhere else until we start doing cargo trains in this area, which could happen. Look, we did the entire river except for Sacramento, but nobody cares about Sacramento. It's very much down a hill. If you'll recall, this is a massive drop. Look at that. From where we'd be coming at it from, which would be back here at Sunnyvale, we would come out over here and we gotta slowly try and descend that terrain to get to Sacramento, which will be a bit of a challenge. What did I say I was gonna do? I said I was going to go and manage my lines, because we've got vehicles that need a replacing. Alright, so here's how you set up your vehicle replacement. You go automatic well, you choose what you want it replaced with. So these are all the Vitamin Z Orbital Tus is horse wagons. We will replace them with horse wagons. If I turn automatic replacement on at 100%, then when something's dead, it'll just go to the depot and replace itself. I'm just gonna do that. I could, like, stretch it out to, like, 125% and try and get more usage out of it. I believe it will end up costing me more per tick if I do that. Sometimes what you want to do, I'm just gonna keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid, kiss. Vehicle 5 has reached its lifetime. What line are you on? The Vitamin Z Orbital Tus. Well, I have an automatic policy for everything on that line, so why are you even mentioning it? Replacement. Go fix yourself. You better go sell yourself at some point, or else this whole game is a bunch of bullshit. You're supposed to sell yourself. Maybe he'll finish the job that he's on and go sell himself. That would be nice. But I just don't trust anything that goes on in this piece of shit. How are you guys managing this lovely little farm run now? It looks like we've got a nice balance here. Yeah, I want to see you guys having more than just, 10 or something, because 10 makes me worry. And meanwhile, the farm itself is just barely keeping up with us, but this is just gonna die. This is just gonna die. And you guys, who have never received any plastic, go sell yourselves, I guess. Sell yourselves into the slave trade. What line were you on? Ah, shit. He was on line 5. Who else is on line 5? Did I just set you to line 5? Yeah, I'm giving you contradicting orders. He just called his wife, I'm fired! And then a second later went, oh, no, they decided to keep me on! And then the next second, oh, shit! See, you weren't going either, and you were sitting there with your overlay saying that you had been given the order to do that. I don't trust anything in this game. You. Go into the depot. Do I just end it? Do I just say, never mind anymore? Did you sell stuff to them? They now have 116. They have a potential of 2. How much can they store of that? And what the fuck does potential 1 mean? Number of items which could be ordered from suppliers. Where is the game telling me how much that they can store in their stock? Does that exist in the game? Do I get that? Do you communicate to me in that way? Limit 200? Maximal production per year. I think I'm just selling this train and I'll rebuy it when it's useful to us, Is all just gonna sit here and do nothing. How's she going, man, says Zorglob. I'm selling off a train for $1 million that never really did much for me. Because I hooked a line up wrong, Zorglob. Tell you what I did, in case anybody missed it, is I realized suddenly, oh wait, we got a farm here, and this place can't keep up with all of the corn that the farm's producing, but wait, look, we've got a plastic manufactory over here. And if we hook that plastic manufactory up, well then we could go into town, and industry in the yellow, look, it wants plastic. Right there it does. You hover over it and realize it's not plastic, that's construction material, it's just 2 images that look very similar. So I went ahead and built a whole industrial line, my first purely industrial train line from here to here, almost half just to have it. I thought it'd be cool. Alright, our first industrial train line. Only to find out in the end that all we could do was sell them corn that would eventually fill up in their belly, I presume, and they would produce a bunch of plastic and then just sit there for eternity. And because we can't, but there's nowhere to move the plastic to. So that's what I did so far. That's what I've been doing. The maximum input and storage for the industry is normally the same size as the maximum output, says Jam764. Normally, Or always? Is it a rule I can count on, or something I have to infer? Should I look it up on Wikipedia? Do I need to watch a YouTube video? Makers of this game, what do you want from me? What about my Clearwater line? Have you guys started, like, being more sensible? I took some fellows off of this line before. You're Patterson South, and you're trying to take too much food away. They're not making enough food. How's the farm doing? The farm is not keeping up with us either. We've got too many people on both sides of this line. Yeah, because how much did you just walk away? No, you got 4 out of there. What about the guy in front of you? Got 4 out of there. We might be at the perfect level, because look, you just picked up 4 cows, and you're on your way. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that line, although it's entirely probable that somewhere in here we're taking too many and not enough. But I'm not going to mess with that line, because I don't see it right now. I am going to mess with this line, however. You fellas. As soon as you get to the end, well, this might do for you. You're gonna love this. I just might sell you on your way back. I'm gonna take people off the line. I took off 2 in a row, and now I'm gonna skip every other. Because the 2 in a row will give the food place a chance to, like, build up some, you know, stock. To have some waiting for it to be shipped, and then every other probably will still be too much. But I'm taking a fair few folk off this line. That includes you as well. Who walked out with some food? Who's on the southward travel? You got 3 of 4. Wasn't that far off. You have 0 of 4, but you're on the farm run. You got 3 of 4. Ooh, I might have taken too many away. No, you're 2 of 4. You're 3 of 4. I would rather have them have overhead, and every time we go out to them, we carry a full load, than be on the edge like that. We've got a logger, and then we've got a lumberjack. So this can make lumber. Lumber can go in there. This can make plastic. Plastic can go in there. Steel... Yeah, fuck you, game. Fuck you. Okay, here's something that we could do. Right? We've got an oil well there, and we've got an oil refinery here, which will produce fuel and oil. The oil is useless to us. But if we took the fuel, we could pump the fuel into Rancho Cucamonga, and they would buy fuel, because industry uses fuel. Right? Does commercial use fuel? No, somehow they power their houses with solar panels in 1868. That's how they do it. And then look, over here we've got another fuel place, so if the refiner, or if the oil well, were outputting more than these guys could keep up with, we could actually send it through Green Bay, across over to Corpus Christi, where things could get done. That's a thing we could do. You got another refinery over there, it's just the oil well. So the nearest oil wells are right here. They're not that far, really. Jim, you wanted a live stream break and me to keep playing the game. I'm interested enough in setting up this oil run. Now, it's going to be producing oil that we'll have absolutely nothing to do with, but at least it will be also producing fuel, and we can sell that fuel to Rancho Cucamonga. That's interesting. It's got the ore indicator. Can I tell it what to produce, and then it will just be fuel, or have the designers failed again in not saying that it produces both oil and fuel? No, it's oil or fuel. Maybe if I only hook up a fuel end, then it'll only produce fuel for me. I don't know. We'll find out. Oil or fuel. That's what it says. I got my eye on you, game. You think I trust you? You think I trust you? Let's build this. It shouldn't take long. It shouldn't be that complicated. We'll go over to the truck station here, and we'll slap one down just as far away from it as I can get while still being connected, and just for the funs of it, since I can now, we'll try and get it to, look nice on the road end there. So that's where are you gonna go? Now don't do that to me. It doesn't need to cost that much. It doesn't need to cost that much. I don't care. I got 4.53 million. I could pay off my $3 million starter loan right now if I wanted to. Don't want to, not yet. And then we'll need one at the other end of the line where we produce oil over here. Oh, good. You got a giant hill. You got a giant hill. I might be basically destroying that hill and making it a nice grade to come up, because my horses are going to hate that. Yeah, you're going to have to come up the hill. That's as far as I can get it away. I couldn't really make the road any better to be straighter or anything like that. But I could destroy the road, try and flatten the terrain, or dig through the terrain in order to give my my horses a easier time. And I think I'm going to try. I got the money to try, so I'm going to try. Just don't go building the road back to your factory, you know, while I'm doing this for you. Yeah, you go away as well. And then give me some dirt roads. And then from there, if I just connect straight up to you... Holy shit. That is a friggin' tunnel. That is a $500,000 tunnel just to keep that flat enough so that my horses don't, you know, shit themselves. Which they're going to be doing all along the road. I don't know how they cleaned this stuff up back in the day. For this little stupid thing, it's probably not going to make me that much money. I'm going to spend $500,000 and it's more than $500,000 in a tunnel. For God's sake, Pawn, don't... It's done. I made my first tunnel! I made my first tunnel! Tunnels are cool. So now that I got a tunnel that takes me all the way there, I'm fucked for placing my, my facility. Yeah, I didn't consider that. I may have just actually paid $500,000 to actually be slower on this line because I won't be able to come all the way out. No, going up that hill would slow them down considerably. That is a giant thing. I mean, I had to build a tunnel to get it there. It'll be better for us, but can I have an underground facility? You know, one of the other things that you can do to try and address that issue that didn't even occur to me right there, but that I have done before, is, oh god, $100,000 to drop this down in there because of all the digging that has to happen. Another thing that you can do is you can, like, create multiple facilities, so one where the horses don't have to come up and go down, and then one where they do. And that will allow you to, you know, have less of your horses slowing down and then have a specifically slow line. That would have been a way cheaper way to do this. It did not occur to me before I clicked the button for putting in this facility that is right at the edge of it. Big waste. I don't know how they possibly, I mean, out on dirt roads like this, they're just covered in horseshoe. Maybe that's how they paved the first roads, you know? They went out there with a shovel and just started going... And it just kind of flattened and hardened over time. Yeah, they stunk, but you know, the hooves, they just, more friction they stuck in the old horse dung a little bit extra. I'm sure that's the way it was done back in the day. I'm also going to need a road depot. That's what Woodward in Detroit, one of the first paved roads in the country, or at least the first paved road in Michigan. I think it's first paved road in the country. I could be entirely wrong about that, though. That's how they did it. They just crushed down the horse poop that was already on the road until they could call it technically paved. Buying you some road vehicles? No. No. Well, what are you doing then, Paul? I'm creating lines. First, create the line. So you, sir, will go from Thar to Thar. Okay? That's what you do. And then we send out a prospector vehicle. One horse wagon, and that's all. Get out onto that line. Line 11? Line 11? Presumably, it's line 1, because it's wrapping around. The UI in this game is just so thoughtful and implemented in such a way that it's just easy to interact with. You're going to stop here, that's going to send this place the signal that, hey, you might be able to export some things soon, but it won't export some things until we get this guy almost, well, maybe all the way over there. And in the interim, since I am spending $500,000 on stupid things, what if, as soon as you got past this hill, friend, what if you turned off and just went over there? You know, but without spending another $500,000. If you just went straight toward where you actually want to go, it's the shortest path, the path of least resistance, is this one. And it just gets you there. You don't have to, you know, be a douchebag about it. Yeah, alright, for 30k, there you go. Now you'll update your route, and instead of going that way to go that way, you'll go straight there, right? Right? Right. Just like I want you to. Good boy. So then, over here, we will eventually end up producing fuel, and I think the best way to deal with this is actually to come out from here and head over toward Rancho Cucamonga, because if we went toward Green Bay, well, I've already got that built. My horses would be going uphill. I'm not sure if that would slow them down significantly or not, but over here, we've got some undulating terrain, but it's pretty flat. I'm going to turn and go to Rancho Cucamonga, and I am going to make another road in order to make this trip a little bit easier on the horses. Now make sure that you're doing this nice and flat there, Pong. You don't want to be coming up too much or going down too much. What's the terrain doing? It looks like you've picked a pretty good spot there. Pull up your terrain lines. I mean, you are going uphill, that's for sure. That's a definite thing. But you're going up very slowly. It looks doable. Keep making it. So let's say up to here, And then do you flatten off? You know, if I make the connection all at once, then I'll get the best sort of grade. I'll get the best grade that I can possibly have to keep it as smooth as possible, and now that we're out of the being really, really poor stages, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine by me. There you go. So that'll do that. We need to go into town at Rancho Cucamonga and have a truck station somewhere in the vicinity of their industry. Their industry is off the backside of town. Great. Great. So, good place to have the industry. Could be there, or if I put a road in here, maybe I could get them all in one. Especially if I put the road in like that. Paying a lot of money to try and make this work. Go over to you, grab the truck station, and now I can get kind of both halves of town. Ooh. Yeah, basically I get the 6 that are over there, or I get the ones that are over there. I'm gonna hope that industry builds in this direction, and I'm going to favor ever so slightly this side of things. 10.4, bang. Bang. And you're covering a fair bit of their industry, which is the part that's going to want the fuel. Thank you. Just double checking, since, you know, we've got multiple Lego pieces here that haven't worked out. Kinda sucks that you guys have to come all the way through town to the other side, but I didn't make the town, they did. I did make a lot of the roads in the town already for them. So you're in place, which means we need another line. Shall we have it be 2 separate lines? Of course it's going to be 2 separate lines. These things don't make any sense to have them on one line. They're miles away from each other. So you'll go from there to there in order to deliver the fuel, and the fuel. And then in town, we will also have a separate depot, road depot. We'll want one for, like, when we hook it up with trains and everything anyway, so might as well have it here for now. And that looks nice, that looks pretty, I like that. You go in there, buy me a road vehicle, put you out and set you onto line, whatever this one is now. Last one was line 1, this is line 12. Line 1 and line 12 have almost the same color. Again, really just carefully crafted visual design in this game. There you go, you're out on there, and then your path is to do from that to that, and that will tell them very shortly that we can actually, you know, they can start selling fuel when they start receiving oil. Now, where's my, are you underground right now? Where is he? Where is he? Are you under there? Hello? You're under there. Can I ride with you? Yeah! Hi! It's great. It's great. Things are happening. Don't worry, soon there will be things. We've completed the circuit, and then let's go through the tunnel. Let's go through the tunnel and see the tearing textures and the incredibly repetitive textures. I mean, it's fine. I have said very recently, least important thing in any game, graphic design. I've also said, most important thing in any game, user interface. Transport fever. So you guys, look, see? See? They got fuel out for us, sitting there waiting. 21 of them will give me at least as many as can carry it. 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. And then there's another dude who will be back soon. But line 1, get out there, fellas, and start taking fuel out to our fuel refinery. Take the oil there. This is so weird to think about, you know, barreling the oil and moving it that way. Whoa! Oh, okay, so it was boxed up or something like that. There you go. Why are you sitting there when you're full? I'm thinking when you're full, you could just fucking pull off. But he's crossing his legs and sitting there going, Do they pay me enough? No. Alright. This is going to be a nice, short, tight line, really. I mean, look at how short that run is from there to there. It's very direct. So you guys are going to make me some friggin' muns, is what you're going to do. How many you got waiting? Just 1. So by the time this guy shows up, we won't have enough to ship. Right? You're not going to be... See, and then what he's going to do is he's not going to sit and wait. He's not going to sit and wait. You know what? I could change that, though, couldn't I? If I go to my lines... If I go to my lines and I go to line 1, and I open line 1, and then we found out that here at Green Bay West, I could tell you to... what's this mean? Full load. You will wait for a full load, right? Full load all. Gonna wait. At Rancho Cucamonga East. That's not where I am. Shit. That's not where I am. Full load. And you pulled off. Pulled off, but you got full load. 4 of 4. Alright. Have I just entered a whole nother stage of the game where I'm not being stupid and wasting everyone's time? You know, by, like, sitting here and going, I'm gonna buy these in waves, and then I'm gonna send them out, Well, if you knew that there was a setting that's 16 to 32 pixels tall with no adequate visual representation for it, then you would have... So this guy should just sit there forever, right? Waiting for fuel to come in. But he didn't. You leave when it's full now. And you don't stop and wait there. I do have to tell them. What the hell is the other option? This is ridiculous. What does this option mean? Load if available. So load if available means load if available and then sit there for an extra 2 minutes. But if I tell you to leave when you're full, then you'll just load it and go. Okay, game. You nailed it. At Rancho Cucamonga East, this is just unloading. For this line. You're an unload only. So if I tell you to unload only, maybe you won't sit there for half an hour after you've loaded. Maybe. That'll probably be enough for now. I'm gonna call that enough for now. Let's set up the other line just as smartly. Oh, you're the one guy, huh? You know what? Feel free to, like, turn around and go back and actually carry something because I didn't put the line together correctly. You, line 12, open you up, and then here at Rancho Cucamonga East, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and fucking wait until, you know, it's full. Full load. All. Nothing less. And then lower Rancho Cucamonga at the town is just a drop-off. So, unload only. Wow. Wow. Okay, we got 8 of those sitting here. You know what I need? I'm gonna need, for the fact that it's cheap, and it'll just make things a lot easier for me, I'm gonna need a, another one of you that's over here as close as I can get it to that facility without costing me $100,000 like it would if I tried to set it in over here because of all the digging involved. So I'm going to put you over here at the crossroads so that I can put out new people onto my food run line without them having to waste a lot of time coming out here in the first place. So 18.7, 18.3, 17, too much curvature, 17.8, and you guys, I need some of you. I'm going to put 3 of you in there right now and set you all to line 12. Yeah? Where's the guy that I spun around and I turned him on his heels and said, go back there and pick something up, you prick? It's presumably in my $500,000 tunnel right now. Hey, anybody in here? No, you can't even go through it like that. Oh, come on now. What about you? Huh? You're bringing oil. You're nobody. Okay, so maybe that's the guy. No, you're in my line. Where's the guy? Did he already head off? Maybe he's already halfway there. He's already halfway there. Yeah, and he's carrying a full load of fuel. Good for you, fellas. 20 of 20. And I've got 3 coming in right now. Is that how many I sent out? So that's just 12. Put out another 2. 1, 2. By the time you get there, they'll probably have more out. So go ahead for another 3 out onto line 12. Bing. How you guys doing, huh? You got a belly full of fuel. That's what I'm looking for. 10 of it waiting for you. All right. All right. This is a good line. It's a good line, and I finally figured something out that needed to be figured out. I'll tell you what. It's 1869. It's December 20th. We need to celebrate the new year in a special way. We need to do something really excellent. You know, something to just... it's been another decade. We've played a whole other decade in Transport Fever through just a pile. Just innumerable difficulties and problems that the live stream has had. Is that Happy New Year, new horse cart, Le Bon Santé, and we need to celebrate somehow, and the way that I think we should celebrate is by repaying our $3 million worth of loans in their entirety. I am the Ronin Pawn, I don't owe nobody shit. Holy shit. Mosaic Task Force? Is that tip right there, $20? Is that the one that didn't come up? Fuck me, thank you.